Good evening, YouTube. Hardball Crazy got back a video. This was like an unplanned video. I just got inspired by a fellow YouTuber, Shane at Shoebox Legends. Just did a video I watched today. I think he aired it. They published it, aired it today. That 26 cards under $26. Kind of showing the super. You can buy super cheap cards, cards for cheap that you enjoy, and comes in all sorts of sizes. You're not all priced with that. So I'm gonna continue with that theme and show you a few cards. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cards here. They're all super, super, super cheap. I think maybe $5 is the most expensive one in here. And I'm not going to, these cards are underappreciated, I guess. Nothing about the player themselves. I'm not even going down that rabbit hole. Well, this guy is underappreciated. His is a rookie cards are super cheap. This should be worth more. This is about the cards themselves, kind of historical significance, and some other images. A lot of his images, because sometimes the images um, boost the value of a card. It's a popularity card. It's nothing about value. It's just cool cards. There's a that's never shown. It's never shared. Never talked about. Rarely ever talked about. It's got some coolness to it. And I'll explain why I picked them. And so here it goes. First one is a baseball history thing. This one boggles my mind why this card is not more sought after and such a historical significance in baseball history. And that's the 1970 Topps Curt Flood. We all know the story of Curt Flood. He got traded to the Phillies, the Cardinal All-Star outfielder. Got traded to the Phillies, and he refused to sign with the Phillies and sued MLB baseball and so forth. Started the reserve clause, fought the reserve clause, and big, huge deal, always Supreme Court, and he ended up losing, and basically it was the beginning of free agency. And Curt Flood, this card boggles my mind. Why not do people not go after this card more? Because it's a historical baseball significant card. Very under talked about, very underappreciated, very undershared. This one's a football related one. We all know Patrick Mahomes is probably this generation's quarterback, and his rookie cards are in the Panini sets, and one of them is they use the Donruss thing. So he's got the Donruss rated rookie in his Patrick Mahomes Donruss rated rookie, and his dad has this rated rookie and almost the exact same design. So I think this card is never shown, never talked about. It's really cool. Dirt cheap, pure common, but it's a cool card to have in your collection just to match up. If you collect all sports, just kind of match up with the Patrick Mahomes rookie card rated rookie with this rated rookie, which basically has the same blue rated rookie logo on it. So perfect match. I think it's a really cool card. Of course, every April 15th, Jackie Robinson Day, we all wear number 42. And pretty much it was the brainchild idea of Ken Griffey Jr. He wanted to wear 42 on that day. So he talked to commissioner, and the commissioner says, what about everybody doing it? So he's more the merrier. So he's basically came up with the idea. And this is Ken Griffey Jr. sporting the 42. One of the cheaper Ken Griffey Jr. cards out there. Super cool card. Great card to add to the collection. This one is, I'm kind of, Shohei Ohtani, of course, is a unicorn, two-way player and such. And there's other players who kind of, before him, kind of played around with it. Of course, we all know about Babe Ruth, and there's like players like Rick Ankiel and Brooks Kieschnick and so forth, who at one point or another was on both of them, both of the hitter and a pitcher. But I'm thinking this might be the first. John Olerud is a two-way superstar in college at Washington State, and the two-way player of the year in college is named the John Olerud Award. So he came out of college. He didn't go to minor leagues. He went straight to the pros. So 1990 score, John Olerud listens to the outfield pitcher, even though he was showing playing first base when you're playing mostly. Is this the first card ever to have, well, playing days card, ever to have um, a two-way player position designation. It might be some Babe Ruth all-time greatest TCMA stuff. I'm talking about regular playing days, regular issued cards. This is the first one ever to do that. Just curious. Just a cool image variation card. Image variation with 3 Hall of Famers in one image. The 2007 Upper Deck Albert Pujols, showcasing him in the 2006 World Series against the Tigers. So you got Justin Verlander in the foreground, Pujols hitting, and behind the plate Pudge Rodriguez. So you got 3 future Hall of Famers in one image. An organic card. Nothing, no multiplayer card, just one card. It's really cool, little cool card to have. This card is never shown. I think it's technically it's not a rookie card. It was his first Major League Baseball issue that came out before his rookie cards came out, and it's never shown. And if I was to showcase his rookie card, Hall of Fame rookie card showcase, I'd probably show this one. We all know the Chipper Jones rookie cards are 91. Topps Bowman score, Upper Deck, I think that's all of them. But late 1990, the Classic Game set came out. It did start in 87. I think 91 was the 92, 93 was the last year they did it. And late 1990, they did an update set with the yellow borders as a Chipper Jones card, Major League Baseball issue set. These were widely available in all the toy stores across America. So this is actually Chipper Jones' first Major League Baseball issue, and it's not a regional card. It's kind of an oddball card, yes, the Classic Game, but first nationally MLB card, Chipper Jones, and he's sporting a Braves cap. So rookie card, but this card was never shown with Chipper Jones cards. One of my little projects I have is PCs is cap year cards. Show final year cards of a player, show the complete stats in the back, career complete stats. So Topps has been kind of doing that lately, the last few years, with this year with Clayton Kershaw. Card number 22 is Clayton Kershaw. He shows tip of his cap and it shows all his career stats in the back. They did that with Miggy. They did that Yadi Molina and Albert Pujols the last several years. So I have a collection of players. Don't have to be Topps. Could be any regular issue, final year card. It has to have all their complete stats in the back. So I have probably about 100 or so of them. My oldest, I think, is in the 60s. And all the way to Clayton Kershaw. And my favorite one of them all is the 1994 Topps George Brett. Great image of Royal Stadium, now Kauffman Stadium. Got his career stats in the back. But I think that I think Kai Topps did this on purpose. The back photo has him getting pine tar on his bat, so a little homage to the pine tar game. But this is my all-time favorite career capper card, and I think this card is never talked about, shown enough. Mid-80s Fleer cards. We know the 84 Fleer Glenn Hubbard is super popular and much more expensive than it should be. And there's the Jay Johnstone from that set has been kind of known for, and the 86 Mickey Hatcher, the huge glove. Very well popular, but here's a couple other mid-80s cards that's kind of great images, cool images, unique images. 83 Fleer Dwayne Kuiper. Possible future Fort Frick winner with the Giants announcer. Him holding his bat, but he's holding his bat with the barrel, and the back end of his bat is busted. That's a really cool card. About the 84 Fleer Roy Lee Jackson, we have there's many cards of players standing with the hats on their chest for the national anthem. But how about a player of a card singing the national anthem? Pure Common, very cool card, and it's a one-of-a-kind card. You probably won't see. I don't know if there's ever another card out there that shows a player singing the national anthem. He did that in a game against Texas back in 1982-83. 3 more cards here. Um, one of my things I do is I do only collect mostly Playing Days cards and Ozzie Smith. This is the only Ozzie Smith card I think from his Playing Days. Shows him to do the bat flip. Of course, the King Griffey Jr. of this set is gone bonkers lately with the big old blowing the big bubble gum. But there's a couple of Ozzie Smith post Playing Days cards showing them doing the backflip, but this is the only one of his Playing Days. I think this adds coolness to it because this is part of it during the Playing Days, and just a cool card. Nobody shares, nobody talks about. Last one is a couple or New York Yankee things. This is, I think, the 2008-2009 they did at the end of old Yankee Stadium. Upper Deck did the set of Yankee Stadium Legacies where they made a card for each game in Yankee Stadium history, and so it's a huge card, like several thousand card set, and a bunch of Yankee players. Granted, some players have so many cards, same cards and everything. I think it's kind of so big that people kind of disregard the set. Maybe why it's not. But this is the Andy Pettitte, one of the Andy Pettittes of the set, and it's game number 6,742nd in Yankee Stadium, old Yankee Stadium history. What's significant about this game is this is the last game of old Yankee Stadium, and I think this is a very cool card. Card is never shown. I think Yankee fans do collect these sets at all, this card at all, and I thought it was a really cool card to have showcasing the last game of old Yankee Stadium, and it's just a cool card. Talks about it has a line score in the back, but the bios, the write-ups are more about the player and the not so much about the game itself. But this is the talk about the last showcase on the last game of old Yankee Stadium. There's a couple other games I want to get from this set. I have a few of them, but I wanted more historical baseball, Yankee history baseball ones. I want to get the Lou Gehrig Day one. You get these dirt cheap, under $5. Even the DiMaggios and Ruths and Gehrigs in the set. Jeters maybe a little more because it's more recent, but I want to get the Lou Gehrig Day Luckiest Man speech card, and I want to get the Bobby Mercer Thurman Munson game one. I think that's a really cool one to have in my collection. And the last one goes along with this player. We all know that Bob Feller is the only Major League Baseball player to pitch an opening day no-hitter. Well, AL/NL, I think Leon Day did that in the Negro Leagues. But what's never talked about enough, shared enough about, is Dave Righetti is the only one to ever throw 4th of July, which I think should be talked about more. Baseball should be celebrated more on 4th of July. Football's got Thanksgiving, NBA's got Christmas. Baseball should have 4th of July as a big to-do thing. And that's one thing I want to get a Dave Righetti one out of this. So Dave Righetti in 1983, I believe, pitched a no-hitter on the 4th of July. Here's a Dave Righetti rookie card. To kind of have that in my collection representing that unique accomplishment. There you have it. That I talked way long enough. These are 12 super duper cheap cards. That's fun. It's not talked about enough. Stupid cards you add to your collection if you're a baseball fan, history fan. Cool images, great stories behind them, and so forth. I've talked long enough. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.